morning. Just gonna get right into it. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time. I felt like there was really no purpose. But as I'm learning to be more mindful about, wait, is this the parkway? Yeah, this is the parkway. Be more mindful about my mentality and not allowing fear to motivate me. These videos, you know, they serve as a journal for me. You know, I look at it as my therapy. You know, and hopefully it'll be for someone as well, anybody that cares to listen to what I have to say. So now, with that being said, this morning I couldn't go to sleep because once I woke up, my mind instantly locked into what's going on in the world. It's no, you know, it's no new news that we're dealing with something we've never dealt with before, and souls are leaving this earth at a pace that we've never seen off of just this one virus. Obviously, you can compare it to Spanish flu and Black Plague and things of that nature, deaths and wars and things like that. But I mean, in terms of modern day, on top of that, you have the police brutality that's being exposed, the racism, the bigotry, just the hatred towards African Americans, other minorities, and poor people. Because at the end of the day, it's not just black people. Black people are I feel like are like the main target. Minorities, but obviously there's a distinct history when it comes to just African Americans. So I do understand that, but I'm also as capable as being harassed and possibly in a situation like that, because I have been in a situation like that. You know what I mean? I won't get into that story here, but yeah, when the lawyer says to you, "How the hell did you get a ticket on a bicycle?" you know you had a bad day. So the whole purpose of what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to remind myself and hopefully enlighten others is that this is a spiritual thing, man. Like, make no mistake, like I told my children this morning, Satan is running out of places to hide. He's running out of shadows to try to like duck in, you know what I mean? The behind the scenes. So what's going on right now is the systems that are in place, the things that we've always suspected about this country, about this earth. Because you also got to look at climate change too. I mean, that picture of the Arctic looking like California, that was crazy. You know what I mean? We're supposed to be getting some sandstorm, dust from the Sahara coming all the way over here, which they say is not unusual. But, I mean, it just makes me think about when the disciples asked Jesus, "Hey, how do we know when you're coming back?" Okay, you're going too fast for me to change lanes. How do we know when you're coming back? He said, "Look, I don't even know when I'm coming back. But I'll give you this little piece of information. When you see it like this, and like this, and like this, and like that, I'm not too far away." And I can't quote verbatim, but one of the things that he said was pestilence and disease in various places. What is this? A disease that's in various places. There's going to be wars and rumors of wars. What is going on right now? A manufactured civil war between blacks and whites. And that's not to say that there shouldn't be some sort of recourse or some sort of action by the African American community and minorities alike because of systemic oppression, because of just moving the goalposts and not having things in place that benefit everybody and just benefit a certain group of people. So I do understand that. But like I said, hopefully today that I or my children or my children's children, if we have that much time left on this earth, get to see the day that prejudice and racism no longer exists. There's going to be another hurdle to tackle and another hurdle to tackle. Because remember, at the end of the day, death is undefeated. Everybody is going to die. I don't care what kind of life you have, what kind of life you live, how successful, how popular you are, how much money you make. One day your heart is going to stop beating. And you know what? The spirit realm is going to be shown to you. We can't see the spirit realm right now because we're in the physical. But best believe there's a parallel universe going on right now. And it's not something science fiction, it's the spiritual world. And that's what we are seeing. We are seeing the rapid increase of all the things that we have destroyed just based on the fact that we brought sin into this earth. But again, I'm not going to get that deep. For me, I have to remind myself that this thing that's out of my control, this thing that I can't do anything about, this thing that I can only try to be careful and what you would call it, this movement that now is starting to be viewed by others as an important issue, because it's only when you start seeing it, then you start to then you at least start to get the idea and thought in your mind for you to even look at it. Now, if you see it and you don't say anything about it, you see it and you still act like, oh, no, that's just a one-off. That's just a one-off. Then, yeah, you don't want to see it. But for me, to not go crazy, to not want to give up, to not want to lash out, I have to remember that God is in control. And I know some people could say, oh, well, if God is in control, why doesn't he just snap his fingers and just get rid of this and blah, 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 blah. Listen, man. You can't get mad at your father when he tells you stop doing something, because if you don't, I'm going to do this, and then he does it. Now you want to get mad because he did it. No. Don't do that. If you do that, this is what I'm going to do. But I tell you what, if you do this, this is what I'll do. Because it works both ways. Do this, and this is going to happen. But if you do this, this will happen. So, yeah, I know that's hard for some people to understand, because we want to live, we want things to just be perfect. I want things to be perfect, man. I'm tired of this world. I'm tired of this world, but this is a world that Christ died for. So if he was willing to give up everything for me, for you, for my kids, for my wife, for my enemies, for my friends, for everybody, then I can't have a pity party for myself. I can't say, woe is me. You know, I thought I was just getting a handle on life, and life throws me a curveball. What am I going to do about this? I can only control what I can, and that's myself, my reactions, my words, my tone, my this, my that. And that's the only thing anybody else can do, man. At the end of the day, it's not about problems going away. It's about having a sense of security, a sense of peace, a sense of hope, that even if the whole entire world is burning around you, you know that the truth is the truth. And yeah, I may hurt in this lifetime, but he promised me that what I go through in this lifetime is not, it shouldn't even be compared to what the rest of eternity is going to be like. And let me say this, I am not a devout Christian. I believe in the Bible in its entirety. But in terms of me practicing, in terms of me living out, I'm not going to come and act like I'm this perfect, holier than thou, and I'm better off than you because, listen, I'm better off for the future. I'm better off in having a better understanding of how to put things in perspective because of the Bible, because of my relationship that I was able to cultivate up until a certain point, and then, went right back into the world, like I've done so many times. Once you know something to be true, it doesn't matter if you think about it or not. You can't take that away. You can't take that away. This is the truth. This is the absolute truth. This is fact. And that's how I feel about, this whole situation. And anytime that I feel like this, I would hope that I would remind myself, hey, just record a video. Just record a video and share your thoughts, because you got to talk to somebody. And that's my problem. I don't like to reach out to people. You know what I mean? I don't like to just talk about my problems or whatever, because I know other people are going through things. That's always been my mentality. Like, yo, don't think about yourself. Think about others before you. Because if you interact with that person that's having a problem, maybe it'll help you appreciate what you're going through that much more. So that you don't get so caught up in your world, and you can actually have some empathy and sympathy for somebody else, But there's a price. There's a price that comes with that. When you think about other people, and then you find yourself in a position where you need help. You need somebody to reach out to you. You need somebody to hug you and say, yo, you good? But you're just too afraid. You're too afraid, or you're too prideful to reach out to somebody and say, yo, I need help. I'm hurting. I don't know what to do. I believe the things that I believe in. Yes, they are true. But suffering comes with this. Suffering comes with this, and we're not taught how to suffer. We're not taught how to endure. We're not taught how to, to persevere. But that's what the Bible teaches us. More so than anything else about heaven and hell, about God and Satan and things like that. There are testimonies and accounts of people that have gone through some very dire situations, and they held on, and they held on, and they persevered, and they persevered, and they persevered, even when they were at death's doorstep. They relinquished all of their sense of control so that God can step in and remind these people who He is. I'm the creator. I'm the one that's in control. So that's all I want to remind myself every day. It's not about going to church. I mean, you obviously there's no church to go to except online. It's about your one-on-one relationship between you and Him. That comes first, and I've neglected that for so long. And I'm not even gonna act like after this video I'm probably still going to. It's just you have to stop the bleeding somewhere. You have to stop the bleeding somewhere. You have to take that first step. You know what I mean? You can't just all of a sudden say, oh, so I'm gonna start benching 200 pounds and I'm gonna run 5 miles every day. No, relax. You've been out of shape for a while, buddy. You gotta baby steps. So, from the bottom of my heart, with all the strength that I could muster to say this right now, I truly love each and every person on this earth, regardless of how despicable they are. Even Trump, I have to love him. I have to. You know why? Because he's a human being. He's a human being. I can't stand how willfully ignorant he is, or he makes himself out to be. I hate the policies that he put in place to go against people that don't look like him. I hate the narrative of shifting, white nationalists to be good people, but when it comes to black protesters, they're animals and they're SOBs, But at the end of the day, he's gonna have to give an account just like everybody else. Everybody else. And true conversion is genuine. True conversion is genuine. If he were to be truly born again, he would have to risk his position, his power, his influence. He would have to admit that he's wrong. And it's hard for a regular person to do that, let alone this guy that's been pretty much spoon-fed all his life. But again, it's a side topic. So, love you guys. If you did watch this, thank you. If you got something out of this, glory be to God, because I'm just a vessel. And yeah, perfect timing, because I'm just getting to my first job.